What the hell was that?
This is going very chaotic. And again, Carson from behind. Well, he attacked him. Oh, and a chop to the chest. And this is a very dangerous situation here on the stage. Another chop to Drake.
Well, you heard him. He said you lost the match, dude. What that?
Oh, Mims. Look at him. Throw him through the cage. He just threw him through that metal cage. We have to go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week. This is crazy. Get some officials.
Every day I question my sanity because I have a really good day job.
Billy's selling out stadiums all across the world.
I look forward to getting married, but I look forward to stop talking about getting married.
Why are we not agreeable on a honeymoon?
NWA wrestling fans, let's start this thing off right.
Smashing Pumpkins? He owns it?
He's like signing the paycheck.
No one in my life cares about professional wrestling. Not Chloe.
I don't watch TV.
Not the band.
Wrestling is not really in my life.
Yeah, it's not really my thing.
Except Jack.
It's definitely more fun when the wrestlers are around.
I never thought I'd ever perform at a rock concert.
It's either going to be a big success or it's going to be an absolute mistake.
Were you on the edge of your seat or what?
I'm Joe Galli from the National Wrestling Alliance, and some exciting things are coming right here to the Lone Star State. We're talking about the Crockett Cup, the best tag team tournament ever. When you think about Texas professional wrestling, you think about the Funks, you think about the Von Erichs, you think about the NWA, and that's why we're coming to Texas for the first time in the Lightning One era. It's been years, it's been decades since the NWA's been in Texas, and we're bringing it back with the biggest and best tag team tournament in the sport, the Crockett Cup. When we talk about NWA style wrestling, it's big dudes, hard hitting, smash mouth, legacy, tradition, history, everything that encompasses the 76-year history of the National Wrestling Alliance. It's all coming to one place, one tournament, and you have to be there for it. For tickets, you can go to NWALiveEvents.com. You'll see the banner right there. Click on it. Get your tickets now. They're going fast, baby.
What is up, you beautiful people?
Hey, he's here. We're laughing.
Look at that. Joe is here. He wasn't here before I started the countdown.
I've been here this whole time.
Bullshit.
I never leave this space. No one knows that. Even when
we both thought we would be late, and we're both here.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, Joe and I do spend most of our days on the phone with each other, and we do seem to be in these areas.
It's interesting.
How's everybody doing? Big day tomorrow. We got Power. We've got Billy Corrigan's Adventures in Carneyland. Joe and I both have to basically be on an airplane in like less than 12 hours to go to the world premiere, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you watch it as well. I see the chat there, people asking questions. Some people found out that the NWA is on the CW right now, which is fantastic. Thanks for joining us. Anybody who figures it out as we go along, even better.
In the chat.
That's right. Magic Jake right there.
A few times ago, people were like giving us money too. If you want to do that, we're all for it. If you want to give us money, didn't that happen? Like, I feel like it was
But if you don't want to give us money,
when
and
Pretty Empowered was here.
if you just want to follow the National Wrestling Alliance, make sure you download the CW app or go to CWTV.com. No subscription required. Tomorrow, 8 episodes of Carneyland will drop. See the inner workings of the National Wrestling Alliance. See the background of where a rock star does his life, raising a family, trying to get married. Will it happen? You're going to have to tune in to find out. And also, will I have a job by the end of episode 8? You're going to have to tune in to find out. But Break Levi's, a lot of stuff going on. Crockett Cup this weekend. I don't know where to start. Gary, what do you want to do?
Speaking of Carneyland and Pretty Empowered, Gary, I got a deal.
Yeah. What? You do have a deal. Look at that. It's Cardi
Whoa!
20% off at the nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop.
That includes that sweet New Jersey that is nearly in my hands.
I love New Jersey. It's a beautiful state.
No, New Jersey's awful, other than Pat Kenny.
Yeah.
But
you're talking about this.
There's the New Jersey.
There it is. That's pretty fresh, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that thing. There's
Yeah.
lots
Gary,
of
you're
stuff.
going to be rocking one of those, aren't you?
Of course I am. Especially if I get prettied up by Pretty Empowered. But or maybe I'll just really want to stand out in the crowd and I'll wear one of these tracksuits.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Which reminds me of Kill Bill, which reminds me of A Vengeful Mother, which reminds me of Mother's Day. Hey, everybody, happy belated Mother's Day. And also to all you that aren't mother, but you might be a bad mother effer. Good for you, too.
Also,
be celebrated.
Also, Beatrix Kiddo was a homage to Game of Death Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
And, or the question mark, who also loved those colors.
I like to think that all things are homages to the question mark.
Ain't no problem with that.
Also deals. Let's see what else you got in there. You got some other
They
stuff.
shipped out a bunch of Eric Small shirts this morning.
Oh, nice.
I wish I had that logo up here. I don't have that one. I do have the joggers though.
You got the joggers. You got the new joggers. You got the shorts too.
You know, would the joggers work for the Eric Smalls logo since it's hitting the balls if it was just right on the groin of the gear?
Maybe I should have made shorts of him with his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next run.
Yeah. Next run of shorts. I'm telling you. Here, we've also got some
Country
special
Gentlemen have a shirt.
Yeah, they do. That's the back of it right there. The front's got the Bullhead Ranch logo on the left breast. We got that sweet. Look at that Jack Stain shirt. Look at that is the Accolades T-shirt. That's all real. He didn't make that up. He's won all those titles. Those are all the NWA titles that he's won.
Jack Stain, one of the most decorated men in our
Probably
sport.
the most.
If he wins the Crockett Cup, you're gonna have to design a new shirt.
I know it. That's all right. I ain't got no problem with it.
Let's see. Let's get the champ on there. How about that?
Oh, yeah, look at the champ. Yeah, Alex rocking the shorts and the newly repopulated Gold Globe. And you see Trey has got the Miami Dolphins teal with the orange power. Yeah, pretty sweet. Supposed to have those before, but I didn't.
When I look at things, I tend to go from right to left. So you said, look at the champ right there. All I could think of was like, when did AT become a champion? Good for him.
He's a champion. He's a champion in our hearts.
Oh, no shit.
And he's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Some local.
That boy is handsome.
Yeah,
he's in the chat. Look at brother.
The guy next to him, I don't know, Kerry Morton there. I heard he made quite the impact in Puerto Rico over the weekend, though.
yeah.
Kerry makes the impact everywhere he goes, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is.
Fun fact, my girlfriend hates Kerry Morton. Every time he pops up on the screen, she's like, this guy again.
It's a good choice. Mm-hmm. I support her.
Yeah.
See, that helps you know she has good taste, right?
Yeah. I was like, he's not all bad. And she's like, pretty empowered all day. Kerry
Of
Morton.
course. So she wants a jersey. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, she's a huge fan.
Yeah.
Also of you, Danny Dealz.
Who isn't? Who isn't a fan of Pretty?
I like that you did a little hair flip when you said that. Who isn't?
Yeah. And you know, Baby Kylie won a new title this weekend. I was
going to talk about that. You know, we're talking about the big things going on in the National Wrestling Alliance. Don't forget our boys and girls were over in Puerto Rico right there. You see a few of them there.
Not included.
Nope.
Yeah, you
cut them out of the picture.
Photo. What the hell?
Yeah.
I made a meme about it.
That's all right. Kenzie's in the photo. So is Tom.
Yeah. You got
Look at
Mark
Jack
over there, Ryan Idol. And then, of course,
that's how big of a prick Kerry Morton is. He was like, cut me out of the photo. I don't want to be with these people.
Well, someone had to take the picture, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point. But you did mention NWA JCP Southeast had a big show this past weekend and have some new champs there.
Whoa.
You got Kylie Page winning the women's championship off of Freya the Slayer.
Yeah, she had it for 400 days, but that's because they didn't book Kylie for 400 days. That's the only reason she had it that long.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, and then the Stu Crew won
they
the
won
big
the scrap.
tournament that we talked about that.
That might put him in the Crockett Cup, huh, Joey G?
I think that's got to bump them up. I mean, not only could they be in the Crockett Cup, I mean, they could be like somewhere in the seeding, somewhere pretty high. I mean, that JCP tag titles, I mean, they're NWA territory, baby. Those are NWA titles.
In fact, it's not on these graphics, but I could tell you, tune into Power tomorrow. You're going to get the brackets for the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament. In the coming weeks, you're going to be able to enjoy the Tag Team Tournament.
Throw the seed.
You're going to be able to. There you go. Yeah, throw that.
Speaking of seed that I threw,
I was going to say segue. Yes.
Speaking of the seed that I threw, can I do my point of privilege, Gary?
Joe, I was going to ask you privately if you could resend me the meme things because I cannot find it anywhere.
I'm going to right now.
If you could.
I feel like
you know what else happened at JCP, Kyle? Your cousin Sal, his weird ass was there with the. I kept calling them General Hospital, but they're called the Guiding Light.
And I know those people are here for Mims. Mims is waiting in the green room.
The Passion. We'll just call him Passions.
I said at least it wasn't Passions, right? You know, where Luis at. And
just real quick while that's happening too. Joe Casano was nice enough to send me little clips from JCP. If you've never seen Sal was there.
Look a little page out of the Bible. Oh God! Holy Memphis! That was fire that came out of the book.
Whoa!
Wow. That had a beautiful arch to it, just right in the face.
What a moment of Sal that
working
was.
with Cindy Minnie or something, trying to work that out.
Yeah.
You know what? If you hang out with the devil long enough, you learn to throw fire.
Yeah.
Right. And then, let's see, what else did I want to talk about? We did the Crockett Cup. That's coming up. We do need to mention that. I'm trying to get these things uploaded. So.
Can you not have championship belts in nursing home? That comment, I missed the context.
Talk amongst yourselves while I fix this issue real quick.
I think
no problem.
What is the context of the nursing home?
We're going to talk about this a little later, but while we're talking about belts, that NWA Mid-America Championship coming back, baby. Return to the territory, 6-1. Tickets are going fast for that show because not only are we going to have all these territories representing each other, but the show itself, for a great cause, money's going to the Carnes High School football team. So you got to get your tickets. Get your tickets ahead of time because I'm a little worried. I mean, it's a big gym, might sell out. So get your stuff ahead of time.
Fun fact about that Mid-American Championship. Whoa. That NWA Mid-American Championship, whether anybody knows it or not, was still active in the 2000s and maybe the beginning of the 2010s because the Deal Man and Crimson and many others worked for NWA Main Event in Nashville for Mike Porter and the Mid-American Championships of the belts that he had.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't look like that, but that's what they were.
People saying that particular version of that belt has very sharp corners. Like,
great.
You do not want to mess around with it.
You're definitely going to build a territory. You're definitely going to build a territory if you get hit with it.
You know, the NWA tag team titles also have very sharp eagle wings on them.
Man, listen.
The junior heavyweight championship also's got angles on it. I'm being honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. We might have the most dangerous championships in all of professional wrestling.
You know what? I don't know what those belts were that Rick gave me to hold on to. Do you remember, Joe? Those heavy ass tag belts or whatever they were.
Yeah.
Those things weren't gentle either.
No, they were not.
I almost gigged just putting them in the box.
Hey yo.
Speaking of championship belts, Dead Kobe says no hate, but NWA 76 not at the Chase breaks tradition. That's right. Speaking of breaking tradition, we're going to be at a place that broke tradition, that started a whole revolution there. We're going to be in Philadelphia at a place that I've been multiple times. I used to be in that venue many a times for ROH and everything. That's right, baby. Coming up, NWA 76, be a part of the action there. Sometimes tradition gets broken. Sometimes new traditions are made.
Kyle, I just got an email from you.
Yeah, I just sent the travel email out
He's
there.
doing that. I'm writing Japanese press releases.
Hey.
Has that been announced yet? What you're writing Japanese press releases for?
All Japan has put that out.
Hold up. Hey, time out. Aaron Steven is in the chat. The genius.
Whoa.
It just says AS. I don't know if that's him.
I think it's missing
$5,000 haircut, $10,000 jacket, and you should see these shoes. Joe keeps telling the truck to not give me a close-up of the shoes every time it comes to the ring.
I hear it every time.
It just makes no sense for them to.
They're amazing. You should see them.
Joe, we're going to save your point of privilege till towards the end of the show.
Okay, that's
fine. We'll get to that. And
I will not let you
on
there
because
I have
guest,
more
right?
things.
We
on
have
the
a guest
registry,
tonight,
which is in all of my profiles. Thank you, everybody that's been purchasing things. I have more stuff added. Thank you.
We showed this at the top of the show during the countdown, but if you didn't see it, this is one of the things we want to talk about as we get ready to bring on our guests. Let's just show this moment here from NWA Power a couple of weeks ago.
Let's show it.
This is going very chaotic. And again, Carson from behind. Well, he attacked him. Oh, and a chop to the chest. And this is a very dangerous situation here on the stage. Another chop to Drake. Well, you heard him. He said you lost the match, dude. What that? Oh, Mims. Look at him. Oh, my God. Throw him through the cage. He just threw him through that metal cage. We have to go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week. This is crazy. Get some officials.
I love a good belly-to-belly suplex.
Well, here's the man who provided it.
I made a great
Big strong Mims.
That was good. I like that you guys play that every single time. It always makes me laugh. It touches my soul. It touches my soul. Yes, it was great. It was great.
Mims, I know some people.
He's the reason you kept losing, Mims. It was his fault. You had to get him out of it.
Exactly.
That's debatable. Now, I know you have, in a lot of people's eyes, kind of turned a corner, kind of a new attitude, but I get it. I get frustrated. Sometimes the world's not the way I want it to be. Sometimes you have to lash out. I gotta say, though, as much as people disagree with maybe your behavior as of late and the new attitude, coming up, Power, you're a #1 contenders match for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. So it looks like, love it or hate it, Mimsy, you got the right answers and you got the right moves that you're doing now, man.
Of course I do. Of course I do. You're speaking to the right man. But you know what? Before I get into that main event for tomorrow's episode of NWA Power on the CW app, I have to address something that I think everybody else in the chat has probably understood. Anybody else on social media has understood. And excuse me if I'm being rude, but what time is it? Can somebody check their watch really quick? What time did we say that Big Strong Mims was going to be on this podcast to go ahead and talk to people to let them know what's really going on? I think it was what? 6:15 Central, 7:15 Eastern. But what is it right now? 7:28. 6:28. So we had to listen to that fun little yap session between all the ladies here, and we didn't get to listen to Big Strong Mims talk about what he's doing in the main event of the next episode of Power. How does that work? What are we doing here in the NWA that we have this lack of professionalism from people that I thought had not only my best interest at heart, but more importantly, the people of the NWA? How do we get here?
Lack of professionalism coming from you is, you know what? You do you. That's fantastic. Thanks for being here. Have a great opportunity tomorrow night, and I hope you're happy with everything because you got to sleep with yourself. You got to be the one who, when you look in the mirror, you're the one that has to deal with your actions. Sleep with yourself. I popped Joe. He's gone.
What's wrong with you?
I missed it.
I'm beside myself right now, Kyle.
I join you in your outrage.
Yes, exactly. Join me in my outrage because this is the thing. People have been asking me over and over again, Mims, why'd you do it? Why'd you throw him to the cage? Why'd you beat him to a pulp? Why'd you do that to him? This is the thing, right? When you go through and you learn those lessons in professional wrestling, because I don't lose. That's something that I don't do. I've never done it in my life. I will never do it a single day in my life. What I do is I learn. When my hand isn't raised in victory, what I do is I learn. And what I've learned over the time of tagging with Dak Draper and Magnum Muscle is that I'm not the problem. I was never the problem. If we go back and we look at history, the closest we've ever gotten to tag team championship gold, what happened? What happened? Hey, you guys don't remember. I will tell you. He pinned the wrong man. I didn't do that. That's not a Matthew Mims mistake. That's a Dak Draper mistake. So what's the natural conclusion? Eventually, bide my time, and once he fails me again and again, I simply take out the trash. I take that man I beat him to within an inch of his life. I throw him through a cage, and I break those delicate, soft little baby-sized ribs. And what is he doing right now? He's doing what you just said, Kyle, paying for his actions. He's got to sleep at night with broken ribs. He's got to sleep at night in a hospital bed. And what am I doing? Sleeping soundly like a little baby. Just having the greatest sleep of my life, honestly. I have all this weight off my back. I'm feeling light as a feather right now. And that's exactly how I need to feel going into this main event tomorrow. And that's when we're back here. We're back here. Go ahead. Yeah. Do your thing.
Well, in Dak's defense, he at least pinned somebody, even if it was the wrong guy. And tomorrow night, you're going to have to do the same. So put up or shut up, baby. Beat that number one contenders, man. I hope you get it. I really do. You deserve it. I've been here. I've seen you from the first taping of Power we ever had. I don't like the new attitude, but I like you as a person. So I want to see that championship, and I hope whatever you're missing in life that's causing this attitude, you get, be it championship gold or just validation from the fans. Whatever it is, I hope you get it because you obviously need it.
Well, he's going to get a chance tomorrow on NWA Power, and here's a little preview of the opening of that show tomorrow that we're going to see headed into that matchup.
William Patrick Corgan, you booked the match, didn't you? You and your genius, your smashing freaking pumpkin genius.
I'm going to do something that's very special for you all.
Well, we're the Smashing Idols.
Now, Austin Idol is a legend. He's definitely somebody who's synonymous with the national title.
And we're going to be smashing our way all through the NWA.
And though you know me as a former NWA World Television Champion,
the bodies that we laid down, you're responsible for, Corgan.
This time, people, I take this smile national.
My man, the Great Zion, he doesn't back up, he doesn't sidestep, he retreats from no man anywhere.
We need a new face.
We're love makers.
We need a new person.
We're record breakers.
We need a new smile.
And oh God, we're leg breakers, and we're going to break somebody's leg before this thing is over. You can bank on that.
There you go. That's this match seems like it's going to be intense. Two men looking to make their way through the NWA into gold status. Mims, you're trying to become number one contender for the national title. You think you've got this in the bag with Zion?
Absolutely. I have one thing that he doesn't have, right? That's experience. What championships has Zion won in the NWA? Am I not a former world NWA television champion? I'm bringing that in with me, and I'm bringing in the biggest and strongest man in professional wrestling with the greatest smile you've ever seen. Of course, it's going to be intense because I'm in it, but we also know what's going to happen. The same thing that happened on a fun little day where I just happened to win that NWA World Television Championship. It'll happen again with the National Championship. And the best part about it is it'll happen right in Zion's daddy's face. He'll see the title that he made famous around my waist.
So history is going to repeat itself. History is going to repeat itself, you're saying?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Max the Impaler is going to beat you for the National Championship if you win it.
Why are you so antagonistic?
Oh, God.
I'm tired. I'm cranky. I'm angry. And he got mad at me for making him wait. I can't help that.
Oh, he's cranky. Okay, Kyle. Okay, Kyle. You want to see cranky? Watch the match tomorrow. That'll be cranky. That'll be upset. That won't be somebody sitting in this chat with a little camera showing them how they're so mad they're wetting their diaper and they want to talk smack right now. That's not what you're going to see. You're going to see a grown man wrestle a dumbass in a mask and then win that number one contendership to go on to be the new national champion.
Let's say you do go through Zion tomorrow, get that number one contendership.
That would be
Your
correct to say.
match-
Yeah.
Yeah, your match is going to be against Tom Latimer. Those who don't know, if you've been on the show before and we've done interviews before, Tom Latimer is a big part of your wrestling career, is he not?
He is, yes, a part of my career. Yes, he is somebody who's taught me a lot. He was, if you remember correctly, part of my first match, my debut on NWA Power. It happened to be his debut on the show too. It was the very first episode. And yes, we did not come out on top in that match while he was still a part of the NWA World Tag Team Champions at the time. But hey, what did I say? We learned lessons. I've learned plenty of lessons. The man trained me. He made this. He taught me everything he knew. But he didn't teach me everything that I know.
I like that. Okay. Mims, I got to say the new confidence and that's nice. And then the smile has gone from very friendly to very devious recently. It's kind of off-putting, I have to admit.
Devious? I am the nicest.
What's wrong with Gary?
Exactly. I'm the nicest guy in the NWA. When you see me in the backstage area, do I not shake your hand, Gary Bear? Do I not give you a big old hug and flash this smile? I love you, Gary. I love the NWA more than anybody else. That's what the smile means. It's just love. That's all it is. And if a few people step in the way of that, maybe that pretty smile doesn't stay a smile that long. But we like smiles here in the NWA, don't we? We do.
I like a good smile. Yeah.
I like a good smile. And I'm going to keep this smile. As long as I keep winning and people step out of my way, we'll all continue to smile here at the NWA. That's what we want. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
smile for me, Gary. Come on.
I'm trying. You're going up against like the least smiley people in the NWA. Zion, I don't think I've ever seen smile. I don't think I've ever seen Tom Latimer bust out a smile when he's out in the ring. So this is going to be an interesting battle here that you're going to go through. People seem to like your smile in the chat, so I'll give them that, Mims. Your smile's nice. But I feel like Dak Draper's not going to be smiling when he comes back to the NWA.
He should be worried about breathing right now. Last time I checked, it's not that easy to breathe with broken ribs, but I wouldn't know. I haven't broken mine because maybe I knew my place and I didn't step out of position to where somebody else had to. They were forced to. They were urged to. You saw him out there. He was begging for it. He said, Mims, I need to know my place. I need to be corrected. I need to follow the right path. And you're the only person to do that. Teach me, Mims. Teach me how to smile. And that's what I did. I taught him how to smile. He'll learn to breathe again without any help, without the pain of those, oh, God, those broken ribs. Oh, darn it. And after that, he'll have the biggest smile on his face. Zion will have that same smile on his face. Tom Latimer, when I'm number one contender, and eventually when I win the national heavyweight title, he'll have that same smile. And we'll all be smiling here at the NWA. Because again, smiles are what we want.
Well said. Joe, Kyle, Dealz, I don't have much more to add to that. Do you guys have something you want to ask Mims here about before he heads off to get ready for his matchup?
Just kick his ass. Come on. Nobody likes Austin Idol.
Yeah,
Kick
please.
his ass.
Please.
That's what I'm asking you for. Do me a favor and not only win the match, but put a little extra pepper on it.
A little extra pepper. You know what? I can put a little extra mustard on that big strong slam when I finish his dopey son. Yeah, no, I could do that. I'm a man of the people. This is a service that I provide to the NWA and to my favorite people in the NWA, the guys here as a part of the NWA podcast. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing it for you.
I humbly thank you.
Well, Thank you, Mims, and thank you for being here. I'm sorry we were late getting you on here, and we appreciate you showing up anyway. And good luck tomorrow against Zion. We wish you the best.
Thank you for your well wishes. I appreciate you. And watch this match on the on NWA Power on the CW app tomorrow. It's the main event. Act like it and smile.
You're probably going to show up in this new show too, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Billy Corgan's Adventures in Carneyland.
I have, spoiler alert, I've seen the first 2 episodes. Guess who's in them?
Oh my goodness. Would it be me? Would it be me?
How could it not?
Guest starring. Okay. I'm moving up in the world. I love it.
Lots of Mims on Tuesday. This is exciting.
It's the best day ever.
Tuesday.
It's the best day ever. Big Strong Tuesday. Oh my God. It's the best day ever.
All right. Well, thank you, Mims, for doing this. And we will see you tomorrow multiple times, apparently.
Of course you will. Thank you, Gary. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here with me.
All right. Well, there is Big Strong Mims. I'm I like the guy. He's always been really good to me. He's got a great smile. He does. I'm just saying it's been a little creepier lately. Like he
smile for me, Gary.
He does give me a big hug, but now I worry about him throwing me through a wall or something.
Smile on
and that's the
do it.
Put some lotion on, Gary. Come on.
Galli
When I saw Mims's new gear where it says the BSM on the back, it took me a second to be like Big Strong Mims because it just looked like something that you'd have on like an old dating app where it's like, oh, he's into BSM. Ooh. Oh my God. There you go, Joe. Oh. Is that a good segue for the sexuality that got you having a child?
Show another clip about Billy Corgan's Adventures.
Every day I question my sanity because I have a really good day job, but that doesn't seem to be enough. And so somehow I have to put wrestling in that mix.
This is a passion that he's always wanted to be a part of.
Welcome to the Crockett Cup.
The Crockett Cup is the most prestigious tag team tournament ever.
Unfortunately, we have paltry attendance.
I'm just hoping something magical happens in the next 5 hours and that this place is packed.
What a disaster.
I don't know if that's the best timing for that clip, considering the Crockett Cup for this year is happening this weekend.
I'm going to tell you something that I immediately regret. That was the wrong clip. That was the one that
I Gary, I fucking love you, and I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, Carneyland. No, you're good.
Nobody in Carneyland, people.
Adventures in Carneyland is going to be your inside look at all things the National Wrestling Alliance. It's warts and all. Some stuff will make you laugh. Some stuff will make you cry. You're going to end up making connections with individuals on the roster that you probably never thought you'd make emotionally with those people. This is a perfect example. Folks, it's reality on reality's terms. It's real life.
We're live right now. This is reality. For what it's worth, this is the clip I meant to play.
Hi there. My name's Joe Galli. I do commentary.
My name is Kyle Davis. I'm a ring announcer.
I want to punch everybody in the mouth. Hell, I might punch you in the mouth. Please don't.
But I didn't just hire Joe and Kyle to be announcers.
Joe and myself are not only on camera representing the company, but behind the scenes helping run the National Wrestling Alliance.
All of operations, making sure that it's lit well and that there's good mics and that we've got good talent and that we're in a good building and that we've sold tickets to enough people. And it's like putting out a lot of little fires.
And there's never a shortage of little fires behind the scenes. For example,
we don't have a fucking bell today.
I didn't see that clip. Gary, can you share that with me? Can you email that to me?
Yeah, it'll go up on socials
the entire show.
Too.
Isn't that weird? I'm the only one.
Yeah, I purposely wasn't swearing during all of the during the stuff
all the time, and they got every F-bomb.
Meanwhile, they'd be like, how do you feel about this person? I'd be like, everybody's got their trauma, and you have to realize that. And I hear Joe doing his thing, and Joe goes, "Oh, fuck that guy." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's weird. Joe's like the nicest guy that at first, and then he's Joe.
The inside of Joe Galli is what I look like on the outside. Wait, hold on. What's up?
My inside had hair.
Man, I don't know. I'm going to try for this and hope this isn't a mistake this week. But
you got another clip?
Can we get a baby update? Let's do a baby update, please, God.
All right.
And let it be good news and be not feel like a jackass.
As a gift for Mother's Day, this was a request by my wife, who is 25 weeks pregnant at this point. She wanted to do a trip to a baby spa, which I didn't know they had these things, but they do. And you can go there and they can give you kind of cool sonograms and look at stuff. Gary has some graphics for you right there. There it is. There it is. You get to have some pretty cool stuff. You hear the heartbeat. You do all kinds of other stuff like there. And you get some really cool 3D images of your child, which you can then make into memes, which is what I do. Like that one right there with the baby putting the hand up. Perfect to go in with Drake. But there's
Drake. Is it really time for Drake to be in a meme anymore?
Absolutely. Come on.
Okay.
I mean, Drake's hot right now, along with Kendrick. So
yeah, exactly. You haven't
listened to that.
Come on, get with the time.
Now Drake's got beef with this baby.
Yeah. Well, I got heat with Ivy, dog. What the hell? Not even out the womb yet. So again, thank you to everybody. Like, it just seems like every other day somebody goes to that baby registry, buys something new, and like sends it to us. I've gotten stuff, people that were like in the Netherlands that bought stuff for our baby, people that are just fans of the show. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been doing that. And if you'd like to do it, just go to any of my social media. I have it pinned at the top or it's in the bio. The links are easy to find and all that there. But yeah, that baby's coming right around NWA 76, probably a little bit before. So that should be good. If it's before, it'd be better.
We see our friends at Exodus Pro also in the chat, and I just wanted to mention, too, they crowned their very first NWA Exodus Pro Midwest champion this past weekend, too.
That's a tall bastard.
Yeah, look at that there with the
dude's tall.
NWA World Heavyweight Champion, EC3. That's pretty
tall,
awesome.
Dude. That guy's really tall.
Pastor CeeLo next to him trying to get EC3 to pass the plate.
Yep, that's an awesome looking belt too. I love the way that belt looks. That's really cool.
Good
you
job,
can see
Kyle.
that in person.
If you knew the amount of back and forth emails there were to get that championship made to the specifications it is, oh boy.
Let the record show, as again my point of privilege, a round of applause for all the emails Kyle had to say. Because it was a lot. You have no idea. You have no idea how difficult it was.
And you know what? And that championship was not destroyed in a fire, unlike someone else's.
That's true.
Well,
our life is weird.
Announced their new show too, just for the record, and I did not get the poster. I apologize to our friends at Exodus. I did not get the poster. These two territories, NWA JCP and Exodus Pro, are both like just killing it with shows. Like JCP even already announced.
One could say
June
there's even
14th,
too many shows. Someone could say that. I don't know why you would, but you could.
And as a follow-up from last week where we had Cal Hero on there, you know, Cal Hero, of course, was very unprepared for everything that happened because, again, Dante Casanova was not medically cleared as planned. And then look at this. Out of the blue, champion. No one expected.
That's true. That's a good point. So Cal, I'm sure, will be up for another shot someday. He's got a lot ahead of him there, so good for him. And just keep in mind, EC3 going to be showing up in All Japan. That's been announced on the All Japan social media. We should see a video soon. EC3
Strong style.
Go to Italy here in July 7th. Look at that. World champion was the world title world tour. That's cool. There's so much stuff going on right now. That's just, if you've seen this graphic up on
look at that.
There's just so much stuff happening.
Too much.
And some of those shows have been announced for Exodus Pro.
We have to add more to that, actually.
Yeah, it just keeps on growing every other week.
Yep.
Almost every other day.
Stay tuned. Some of these TBAs are filling in pretty quick. So this is exciting. But anyway, Kyle, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That Italy show, in fact, it took Joe and I, we didn't even notice it at first. We thought it was an Exodus Pro show because it had all the vibe that usually those do. And they were like, oh, wait, this is happening in Italy. Never mind. We were wrong. But yes, I agree with Jam and Music, man. We love seeing the NWA title being defended all over the world. Just remember, you could witness that title being defended live and in person. Just go to
Lord Crew.
NWALiveEvents.com.
The picture.
Yes,
Right.
Lord Crew, though, I heard that he might have got an injury while he was there, so best wishes to him if that was true. What else we got going on here? Reading the chat right now.
Yeah, just checking out the chat there. But
EC3,
yeah,
the traveling champ. That's absolutely correct.
Baby.
That's right. A legitimate world heavyweight championship. So
It ain't all talk.
Nope, it's not. Let's talk about these shows real quick. Crockett Cup, that's the big one. This weekend, May 18th. You got to be there. 40, Texas. Who will be the new Crockett Cup champions, I guess? The cup holders.
Who will hold the cup?
Who will hold the cup? That show brought to you by Uncle Wiggly's Wieners, our sponsor for that show. Those guys are great.
I haven't had dinner yet, and I really, really, really could go for a hot dog right now.
Look. It's called Uncle Wiggly's Wieners. I've been there. It's in Luling, Texas. It's a little bit of a drive away from where we're having this in the Dallas area. Delicious cheeseburger. Right up Kyle Davis' house. They got cheeseburgers. They do the crinkle cut fries. Out of this world.
I was reading the reviews. One lady was like talking about gobbling up a cheeseburger. So, you know, it's
talking about gobbling those wieners. We know, Gary. We know.
All right.
Good Lord.
But the only thing we do know about Crockett Cup right now, besides, of course, the prestigious tag team tournament, is that also EC3 is going to be defending that NWA World's Heavyweight Championship against
Is it going to Mexico?
Yeah, look at that. AAA Sam Adonis returning to the National Wrestling Alliance to challenge for the 10 pounds of gold.
Samuel Radonsky.
Does that change the trajectory for the World Championship?
EC3 loses. Sam Adonis gets to go to Japan. He gets to go to Italy. That's how it works, man. That's why you can't lose the belt. You gotta fight for every single match.
And obviously, AAA is a promotion that we've worked with in the past. We had the Worlds of Vampire tour going on down there in Mexico, of course, La Rebellion, the Imperial. There's a history of all these athletes and AAA. Sam Adonis coming up in the United States now, a former NWA competitor, but you've never seen the real Sam Adonis. You're seeing him now, world title contention.
Yeah, he talked about a lot of dead weight last time in his when he popped in. And actually, I have that here. Here, 1 second.
Amigos, para quien no me sabe, yo soy el rudo de las chicas y regreso al NWA el 18 de mayo. Now, for the rest of you that aren't lucky enough to be bilingual, I'm Sam Adonis. And right now, it's time to talk about the NWA and Billy Corgan. You see, everyone says he never meant to do anything wrong, but it will get worse if he waits too long. Lucky for each and every one of you, Billy did not forget my number, and he called and invited me to the Crockett Cup on May 18th here in Dallas, Texas. You see, last time around, I didn't have too much fun in the NWA. I had some dead weight at my side. However, it's a new year. It's a new time to shine for Sam Adonis. And I will be there May 18th, and I think maybe I'm coming for 10 pounds of gold. So write that down in your little notepad, sir. Get ready, because El Rudo de las Chicas is coming for an official takeover of the National Wrestling Alliance.
I do like that smile that he does.
Smile for me, Gary.
That's fun. All right, so that's happening, and of course we did mention this earlier, but just like 2 weeks later, you got a show in Knoxville. Back to the Territories is going down. You got NWA Chicago, you got Exodus Pro, you got World League Wrestling, Crossfire Wrestling, you got Fight the World Wrestling, Joe Kazana Promotions, all of them represented, and a lot of those guys are going to be going for this. We talked about it at the top of the show there, the return of the NWA Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. That thing goes back so many years. Dealz even talked about people. I saw that in social media, people wondering if we were going to include that lineage in there, that there was that like if you look it up on Wikipedia, I think it acts like it ended in the 80s or something.
1987.
Yeah,
I have a whole list of territorial talent that will be on this show, in addition to the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance proper. And there's one name on this list, ladies and gentlemen, that I am looking forward to quite a bit. Juventud Guerrera.
Whoa!
Oh, what?
They're going to say cheese.
Crossfire representing Juventud Guerrera, ladies and gentlemen, a legend himself. Get your tickets June 1st. What's he going to be doing there? Will he be defending the championship? Will he be going for a different championship? You got to be there to find out live and in
We also
person.
saw Matt Cardona is going to be there.
That is
no
correct.
idea what's going on with Matt Cardona. Like he
wants to be Mid-America champion, I bet.
He actually, when we posted that, he says, want it.
Yeah, he did say that, but we all know he's been dealing with an injury, so I don't know. Is he going to try to bounce back early and go for that? It's going to be.
Is he effing with us? Could it be? Maybe he's not hurt.
He could
Maybe
do
he's
a
not
lot of
hurt.
People help the title. Guys like Bill Dundee there, Steve Kern. What a unique looking title. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I got a kick out.
Winner himself.
Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Dutch Mantell.
Yeah, Dutch.
That's cool. Dutch held that title, I believe, 13 times, something like that. So he was probably best known with that title. Then, of course, we have got NWA 76 coming to Philadelphia August 31st. You want to be a part of that. 2300 Arena. 30 years, almost to the day, since an infamous event in that same arena involving the NWA. So what could happen? Who knows? And then Looks the Kill back in Dothan, Alabama, December 14th. All of these tickets are available at NWALiveEvents.com. That's where you go. Get all the updates on all the stuff. You can also get all of
Dealz had a conference call, remember? I think that's what ended up popping up.
Dealz is talking with some other people that you will see in that reality show.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's just run down Power real quick.
Oh, yeah.
There's the smile.
There's that smile, that beautiful, beautiful smile. And, of course, we've already talked about this one, but Big Strong Mims taking on Zion for the number one contendership for the NWA National Championship. Yeah. This is going to be an intense matchup, I feel like. Mims may be feeling cocky, but Zion's he's quite the technician in the middle of the ring. I don't think people understand. Like he gets very serious and very mean, like aggressive.
Yeah, he's a tough dude.
Tough guy, that Zion.
Yeah, he's got some real skills there. You're absolutely correct. You know, sometimes I have to question, you know, where he got those skills from, because people have speculated, is he Austin Idol's illegitimate son? And I could tell you, I've seen Austin Idol in the ring. I got to say, Zion got skills from somebody else. Maybe the mom. Who knows? What is this hand thing? Was I doing that?
I don't know. I was trying to do like another thing.
He's trying to get more stuff
like
to pop up.
You're trying to trick it into doing stuff.
Bam! Oh, like nothing pops up. I can't get mine to do anything.
Just them beautiful biceps.
Smile and do something at the same time.
The other thing going on there is that tomorrow night on the NWA Power Show on CW, streaming live for you to watch. Not live. I don't know why I said live. Anyway, how about this? Crockett Cup qualifiers. Everybody wants to be in the Crockett Cup. Not everybody can be in the
Everybody
Crockett
wants
Cup,
cheese.
but everybody does love cheese, I think, except lactose intolerant people. But
no, real talk. Real talk. If you have not experienced cheese in person, ladies and gentlemen, he is exactly what he sounds like. He is a cheese-based offensive wrestler. He's got cheeses. He's got things. He's so unique that he's just cheese. That's all. Experience him. He'll melt on you.
So weird. I love that. But I also love the Heavenly Butterfly, so I'm excited for this one. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Both these teams trying to get a play in for the Crockett Cup in Dallas. And then also, how about this? The Spectaculars are going to be having Cam Fox and Kai Price, newcomers to the National Wrestling Alliance. If you're not familiar with them, they are students of the Dungeon.
Some of the brightest up-and-coming stars in professional wrestling, and Rush Freeman.
Mm-hmm. And the you know, if you saw social media, you know, Natty Neidhart, and then why did I just draw a blank? The guys that run the dungeon, her husband, just Tyson Kidd. They were both at NWA Power, and
they were
their students there.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Slade's going to have to use every one of those trap muscles to carry this team if they have any shot at winning against these dungeon kids.
Yeah, that's an exciting matchup. I can't wait for this one. This was a fun match, as I recall, so I want to see that. And then don't forget also tomorrow, the debut of Billy Corgan's Adventures in Carneyland series premiere. I think all 8 episodes drop at the same time right there on the CW, so you can binge this thing if you want to. This is going to be exciting. And it's not just you saw that backstage stuff that I played earlier, but there's also like really cool stuff about the talent too. You know, you mentioned Mims is going to be on there, and I was looking through clips and I saw this one too.
Max the Impaler, who is known as the warlord of the wasteland and the non-binary nightmare.
Max sending a message to the entire world here at NWA 75.
Max is just one of the most incredible and special, unique talents.
You see Max psyching himself up though. Oh
my gosh! Because Max does not identify as a female or a male. There's fluidity in there, and Max has shown to hang with main event male talent.
Yeah, it's this show is more than just like backstage business stuff. You get to really know people, get to identify with some of the
It's
folks
crazy.
and just their
I
personalities.
love the clips
their
I've
life
seen.
Stories.
Yeah. You know who else is
is
in it? Gary.
I'm
Gary's
not.
there. Yes, you are.
Oh, am I?
I've
know
seen you. You're on.
Oh, am I?
Okay, so apparently I'm in it too.
And guess what? Somebody's wife doesn't hate you.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Tune in to find out what I'm
Yet.
talking about.
Yet.
Yet.
There's still so much time.
Season
It's,
2.
Season 2. Everybody hates Gary.
No, I vote for you to replace me at any given time, Gary. You're
Oh,
fantastic.
shut your mouth.
I love what you do here. I love your other podcast, Cinema Shock there. Just listened to the Panic Room episode the other day, and the new episode dropped there and watched it one more time. Fun fact, watching Last Man on Earth on Hulu, throwing back there, Todd on there was one of the cops in Panic Room. Just putting that out there.
What?
Full circle.
Nice. Look at that. Oh, look at this. It's love in the
Gary is the
Thank
best.
you. All right. Well, it is past 8, so that means it's time for us to go away now. But please
To never
go to the CW. If you haven't, tell everybody you know. Tell people that aren't even really interested in professional wrestling. I mean, it feels like Billy Corgan's Adventures in Carneyland. You'll see none of his family is interested in professional wrestling. Nobody around him except for guys like us are interested.
Look, when you talk about reality television, I have no interest in how a pawn shop operates or what it takes to drive a truck on ice or to go catch crab in the Bering Strait.
Or a predator.
Or Predator, which is not a reality show. But yeah,
Catch a predator? Oh, it's real.
Catch a predator. You know, way to make it weird, Kyle.
You're welcome. So Sal's waiting for us. That's why I was making it weird.
I legitimately almost forgot, and
you don't have to know rock and roll. You don't have to know wrestling. If you understand having a weird family, which I feel like everybody does, you're gonna want to watch this show.
Lots of people can find a lot of interest in this show. And yes, thank you, chat. Thank you for being here. We love you so much. You can't start your week without a moment of sound.
Salutations. Today I'm here with my good friend, Stingray.
Hey, man. Paul Walter Hauser. How you doing?
Who's Paul?
That's funny.
All right, Stingray. What's Paul?
My real name is Paul Walter Hauser. I play Stingray on Cobra Kai, the show.
No, you're Stingray.
You're joking. It's not a docu-series. That's a scripted program, Cobra Kai. Paul Hauser. I've been in Black Klansman, Richard Jewell, Tanya.
Tanya? Sweet. Stingray, you're acting now too? You're a karate master and an actor? What I think we're trying to say today is Stingray says the world is a stage, but you don't always have to play your part. Follow me?
You can buy this shirt on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Look at that. Paul Walter Hauser. Sal's
He's
hanging
an
out with
actor?
celebrities.
Take it. Just take it already.
Sal is hanging out with actors and celebrities, even if they don't want to. So that's nice. Sal just shows up everywhere.
It happens. He's everywhere and yet nowhere.
That's
deep.
No, it's nonsensical, but that's okay.
Well, I'm shallow, so that's why.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
haven't seen Cobra Kai on Netflix, that's where it's at, right? Yeah, I think it's Netflix. You got to watch.
New season coming out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a new season coming
But
out.
when you're done with Carneyland, you can watch that.
Yeah, Cobra Kai is awesome, especially if you watched the Karate Kid movies back in the day. But even if you didn't, it's still a pretty solid show.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we all love Jaden Smith. Everybody loves Jaden Smith. We know that.
okay. And anyway, what we love is this chat who keeps us going and hangs out with us, spends time with us every single Monday. We appreciate you. We're going to the Crockett Cup this weekend. We're going to come back with great stories to tell all of you for next Monday.
I was doing little.
Yeah, but do it further away from the AI has to see it.
Well, no, this is more like,
Well,
like,
I don't know what.
Geez, it's if we were in Japan, people would understand it.
I think we got to go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We love you. Take care of yourselves this week. We'll talk to you next week. Until then, please enjoy your gravy cakes.